I'd rather be sent to prison than to go back to the life that I've created. I'm stood just outside the doors to the courtroom, me and others versus the Inland Revenue. This thought arises, which is then a very alarming thought. It is really a moment of absolute darkness. I'd rather be sent to prison than to go back to the life that I've created. For 30 years, I was caught up in the material world, pursuing success as defined by our society. So in my 20s, the hallmarks really for success are get a job, which I've got. Working in financial services. So I have a partner at that time, and then go on to get a house and also own a car. Gradually what you're doing is you're ticking the societal boxes, which are, as long as you can do these things, the people around you will say, oh, isn't he doing well? And isn't he successful? And the real question is, well, how do you feel inside as you're doing these things? You start to question, why is it I don't feel complete yet? I need to increase the amount of money that I'm making. I need to grow the size of my bank balance. I need a bigger house to live in. I need a bigger, faster car, which will demonstrate to those people around me that I'm being even more successful. Go on, tell me, please. I am really successful, aren't I? We're no longer looking inwards. We're constantly looking outwards. And that's what we've been trained to do. The sense of it not being right doesn't immediately dawn on me. I'd say very slowly, I begin to realize, you buy a new car, it maybe feels great for a few weeks. Well, then after that, it's like, well, what next? My inner landscape I've left behind. I'm pursuing everything that's external to me. The external world is just seen as the illusion. And I've lost sense of what reality is, which is your own inner world. I've lost my connection to reality, to the part of me which never changes. I was incredibly stressed to the point where I was ill. My body had started to break down. I was definitely in a depression. Did I wake up in the morning and be happy to be awake? No. I woke up and I was sad. I was dissatisfied with my life and my lot. All the promises that had been made to me, but actually what did they lead to? They led to me getting arrested. As the level of noise rises in the mind, those voices not only persecute you during the day, but you then go from having the persecution in the day to having nightmares. By the time I'm in court in this situation, I'm losing my wealth for the third time. I am at that point very tired, in fact worn out, burned out. I would say I'm depressed. I'm in a very, very bad way, such that I'm like, well, if I go to jail, I'm going to get a break.
Greg Garrett today ended the persecution by HMRC when the judge decided he had heard enough. Prosecution failed to make a case and concluded Mr. Garrett was wrongfully accused.
I knew I couldn't continue in this same ignorant, arrogant way. I knew it was time for me to change. You need to learn to silence the mind. And in order to do that, I go on a journey which takes me all over the planet. And I decide that I'm going to go and visit the best people or places that I know or I've heard of, where maybe I can start to make sense of this. And then I found myself in London at a conference, and there was a speaker there, and this speaker just absolutely captivated me. I feel illuminated, I feel something shifts inside of me. It's said when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And my teacher appeared. I found myself in the presence of someone who, when they spoke, I lit up inside. What changed in me during the 10 years of study was that I learned how to focus in an exemplary way. I learned for the first time in my life how to relax my body completely. I changed first, and then my business changed after. I knew that I could combine the yogic principles with a corporate life, and I knew that I could do this in a balanced, congruent, and aligned way. The corporate yogi, in its simplest possible terms, is a synthesis between exceptional corporate lifestyle with the beauty of yogic practices and principles, and bringing those together in a way that allows myself and other business people to live balanced and beautiful lives that allow them to achieve in life peace and prosperity. So what I would say to people who find themselves where I was at is just remember that the place that you're in is a starting point. Be brave and courageous. Reach out and ask for help. Do not isolate yourself, suppress the inner emotions and depress yourself. Rather, reach out, ask for help, and take the support that other people will be willing to give you.